Rising. So this morning I'm going to be sharing my yoga. Today's Wednesday. I'm in Houston. It's about 10:30 or so. And today I'll be focusing on my root chakra. When I woke up this morning, I realized that my root chakra is blocked or imbalanced. And the root chakra is very important because it is our base. It's what connects us to our physical world. It's about our safety, our place in the world and with other people, our money, home life, all of that. So I'm going to be focusing on that for today, for today's morning yoga. And it's going to be a fun yoga session because I will be doing it to salsa music, which I love to do. And the reason why is because the root, in order to unblock it and stimulate it, you do a lot of movement in the hips. And salsa definitely is the music that gets you going. So it's playing in the background is a group called Aquasala. A friend of mine turned me on to this. It's a group from Latin America, all women, singers and drummers. And their music is awesome and I love it. So with that being said, what are some other things to think about before I go into the yoga session? Fun music that gets you going. I'm wearing obsidian. Obsidian stone is good for the root chakra. It's also good for getting rid of any negativity and creativity, opening communication. So that is what I will be wearing. I also have some cute little waist beads. I love waist beads. I'm obsessed with them right now. And I encourage women especially to wear them in yoga practice because it's a great way to connect to your divine feminine and your goddess energy. So it's, it gets you feeling sexy as you move those hips. So we're going to inhale, breathe, relax. And don't be afraid, to feel the music, to rock a little bit. Like I said, we're going to be having a little bit of fun this morning. Inhale, bring the arms up. Stretching the spine. Exhale. So this one will be more active, more movement, more flow. So we're going to relax the shoulders. We're going to move those hips very slowly. As I mentioned in other streams, women, we hold all of our emotional traumas in our hips. So this is really important to release any energy, emotions that we hold in our hips, but also to kind of get that root chakra active. So again, bring the arms up. So today's, yoga will just be a lot of fluid motion. So we're going to do some cat-cows. Cat-cows are really good. So what you do is you inhale. You tuck the chin to the chest. Exhale. Again, inhale. Exhale. Again, inhale. Exhale. And then roll the body. Again, we're loosening up. Very slow, deliberate, intentional movements. And again, the goal is to get that body nice and flowing. Alright, spread the knees a little bit. Come back into child's pose. Inhale, come up into downward dog. Exhale, come down, child's pose. Hold it. Inhale, come up into downward dog. Exhale, come down. Alright, let's come back up into what's called tabletop. Bring the knees together. We're going to inhale, lift up the right leg. We're going to dig our hand into the mat, just kind of to keep our balance, and raise the left arm up, point it forward. Exhale, bring both hands and arms down, bring the left leg up. Keeping your balance with your left palm, you're going to bring the right arm up, point it forward. Hold it, breathe. Exhale, come back into child's pose. Alright, lift up. Hold the downward dog. Very good. Actually, lift the right leg up. And then bring that right knee forward. Tuck it under into what's called pigeon. Hold this. So kind of settle into this pose. This is a really good hip opener. And again, the goal is to open up the hips and get them moving as much as possible. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, come all the way down. Come up, we're going to bend that left leg, reach around and grab. You probably can't see me. And the space I'm in isn't really big, so I can't turn, but I'm grabbing my left leg with my left hand, pulling that foot closer to the body. Release, come back up into downward dog. Lift up the left leg. And then bring it under. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale. Come down. And inhale, come up. Again, reach over, grab the right foot with the right leg. And release, come up, downward dog. All right, we're gonna lift the right leg up again, but this time we're gonna step that foot forward into a lunge. So any type of warrior poses, lunges, all of that, that's really good for the root chakra. I haven't really been doing a lot of those in my practice lately. I've been doing a lot of stretching, just regular stretching for mat poses. So that's probably the reason why my root is imbalanced. So inhale, Arms up. Warrior one. And then bring down the arms into warrior two. The trick with warrior two is when you bend your knees, make sure your knees are not over your toes. You want to keep the pelvis driven into the mat or the ground as much as possible. And just hold. And I don't have my mat. I'm traveling. I didn't bring it with me, so I might slip a little bit on this carpet. So, and bring the arm up, bring left arm up, rest the right arm into your knee. Now take that right arm, reach back. The right arm, reach through. There we go. And release. Warrior two. Warrior one, so we're just backtracking. Bring that right leg back into downward dog. Now we're lifting up the left leg and bringing that left leg forward. Back into that lunge. Inhale. Bring that arm up, arms up. Warrior one. I love this group. Their music is so good, especially with that drumming. All right, open the arms, warrior two. All right, rest that left arm into your thigh. Bring the right arm up. Exhale. Bring the right arm back. Take the left arm, reach through. And exhale. Warrior two. Warrior one. Bring the palms down into the mat. Step back. Downward dog. Exhale. Knees down. Child's pose. Breathe. All right, come up. Let's come back. This is one of my favorite poses, goddess pose. It's what I like to do with the music, moving those hips very slowly. Bringing the arms up, heart center. Again, rocking those hips, remembering we're focusing on the root chakra. And bring palms down, lift up into standing forward bend. All right, come down again. Lift up. Exhale. So this is a Kundalini yoga pose or asana. And typically you just come up. Inhale, exhale, come down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, come down. And what this does is it raises your heart rate, your temperature, and it brings your Kundalini energy from the root. It activates it and it brings it up to the crown. So inhale, exhale. It's also a hell of a pose to do for your thighs. Inhale, exhale. Exhale, hold it, standing forward bend. All right, inhale, come up very slowly. All right, inhale, So we're doing more of the bends and twists to get that spine going. Exhale. So shake that out a little bit. Let's go warm up. So I'll be doing a lot of standing poses today. So from here I'm going to test my balance with tree pose. So you just inhale, putting the weight into the left foot, bring the right foot up. And then whenever you're ready, you bring the foot up, checking your balance. The knees shouldn't be locked, it should be slightly bent. This is a great hip opener. And you can either keep the hands to the sides or you can inhale, bring them up, and then exhale. And your ability to keep your balance is a good indication of how still your mind is. And exhale, switch, putting the weight into the right foot, bring the left up. And as you inhale, raise the foot. Inhale, heart center. Exhale, release. So I'm going to do triangle pose. This is another good one for the root chakra. So putting the weight into the left foot, you bring the right foot up and out, stepping out just very naturally. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, come down about halfway. And then bring yourself forward and twist up. So this is a really good pose to do for the root. Alright. Step up on left foot. Alright. Now from here, we're going to switch sides. So we're going to put the weight into the right foot. We're going to lift up on the left leg and just step out very naturally. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, bring them about halfway down. Push out on the hips. Twist up to the right, bringing the left arm down towards the left foot. And release. I felt the need to hold that one a little bit longer than usual. Come up and then step up. And do chair pose from here. But before we do that, I'm going to inhale and exhale to kind of bring the energy down a little bit. Center myself. Since we're doing root chakra work, it's good to feel connected to the earth. So you can stand in mountain pose, knees slightly bent, eyes closed, and just feel your feet into the ground or the mat. Feel yourself connecting to the earth. And breathe. Alright. So we're going to inhale and we're going to squat, bringing the arms up. Hold it. Exhale. Again, squat. Exhale. And one more time, squat. This time bring the palms together and twist, doing a prayer twist. Alright, center and then switch sides. And center. Bring the palms back up towards the ceiling. Exhale, come down. Very good. Alright, So I'm going to do some floor exercises. Inhale. Alright. Bring the hands out. Inhale, bring the legs up. This is called rejuvenation pose. What it does is it brings the blood flow from the feet to the head. It wakes you up. Exhale, and as you slowly come down, just breathe. This is really good core work. I like to do this one 3 times. So inhale, bringing the legs up. Exhale. And then one more time. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, from here we're going to bring the knees up, feet into the mat or the floor or the ground. Take the arms, bring them palms down. Inhale, we're going to lift up on the hips. This is also another really good pose. This is bridge pose. This is really good for the root chakra. Alright, exhale. Again, inhale. Exhale. And again, inhale. Alright, and from here, move the hips around, because again, remember, it's about that hip action, opening that root chakra. And really slow. And exhale. Alright, so I'm going to do a back bend or wheel pose. So from here, keep the bottom half as it is, but on the top half you take your hands, palms, place them beside you up on the mat, and as you inhale, you lift up. Hold it. Exhale. Breathe. Inhale, exhale. And then one more time, inhale. And just gently lift up. And exhale. Alright, I'm going to stretch out both legs. I'm going to take my left knee and draw it towards the chest. Exhale. Take the right knee, draw it towards the chest. And release. And then take both knees, draw it towards the chest, and gently rock left to right. This is a good pose. It massages the kidneys. So anyone who has any kidney issues, inflammation, kidney infections, this is really good to alleviate any back pain associated with the kidneys. It also gets your digestive system going. Alright. So that is all for this morning. Again, my focus was my root chakra. So, you know, any imbalances that we have tied to the root chakra are connected to our financial stability, our home stability. So anytime our root chakra is overactive, it causes us to be domineering, controlling, annoyed, aggressive, you know, oversexed, which I don't know, that's kind of relative because I think all sex is good. So I don't know if it really is such a thing as being oversexed, but I would just say that instead of calling it oversexed, I would call it having unhealthy sexual patterns. So that's, you know, what happens when our, you know, root chakra is overactive. When it's underactive, it's the opposite. You know, we're depressed. We feel disconnected from ourselves and others. We don't understand our life purpose. You know, our financial stability is, you know, weak. Our home stability is weak. And we have a really hard time setting boundaries. So that's usually what happens when the root chakra is imbalanced. So it's good to do a lot of poses that open up, you know, the hip area and that focus on the, you know, the bottom half of the body. It's also good to do poses that get you moving. So that's why I was doing a lot of hip movements and things like that to loosen up, especially as women. Again, like I said, women, it's interesting when I teach classes, you know, my female students have the hardest time with the hip stuff, but the men are fine. So I don't know what's going on with that, but I want to, you know, have as many loose-hipped women in the world as possible. So there's that. The other thing too, you know, eating is tied a lot to our chakras, and so a lot of things that help with foods that help with the root are red foods. So red cabbage, beets, you know, things with a lot of protein, eggs, dairy, meat. Now, me personally, I'm vegetarian, so I don't eat meat, but for those that do eat meat, you know, that also helps with the root. For those who are vegetarian, high protein foods like beans are a good substitute for meat, especially red beans, so like red kidney beans. Black-eyed peas are good too. They also help with the crown chakra and the third eye, but that's a whole nother like topic. So any type of red foods and any roots. So potatoes, again, like I said, beets, rutabagas, carrots, sweet potatoes, you know, any root vegetable that you can pull out of the ground also helps stimulate the root chakra. Red is the color associated with the root, so anything, any candles, for those who practice candle magic, red candles help. The color red helps, so having that around, wearing red. And stones, so like I mentioned, the obsidian that I'm wearing is a root chakra stone, but other stones are carnelian, which is really good for the root and the sacral. Let me see, carnelian, tiger's eye is really good for the root. Carnelian, garnet, obsidian, tiger's eye. Those are the ones I could think off the top of my head that are really good for root chakra work. So that is this morning's yoga. I did promise a few days ago to put out a video about cleansing and charging crystals, so I will put that out later on today, for real this time. And, you know, if anyone has any questions, I am on Facebook. I am on Instagram. I do have a website that's being built that I will launch officially in the next couple days. But if you have questions or want to reach out to me personally, Facebook, Instagram is the way to go. Same name, Chrysalis Sun. So thank you, and you guys have a blessed day.